Go right into it, I guess.
Welcome to Booze and Ballin', Fantasy Football Shaken.
Not stirred.
My name is Todd Webb.
And I'm Dustin Kilburn.
We are back together after a 2-week hiatus.
No, it's been a rough one.
You're a homeowner now?
Few, actually. Yes, homeowner. Yikes. In this market. I must be crazy, right?
Crazy, but you need a roof. So
I got a new roof. Ooh.
So this week, the Fantasy Football Chatter is inspired by 5 and 20 Spirit Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So I just got back from
Back to the hard shit.
What?
Back to the hard shit.
Yeah, we did beer and pussed around for a little bit, so we're going back to some bourbon, some liquor. I was up in the Finger Lakes for like 3-4 days trotting around. I'm sure if you looked at our Facebook, our reels and stuff, you saw that. While I was up there, I picked up 6 different things for us to drink while up there. 4 different beers.
Yeah, you didn't let me
2
go on the
different
business
bourbons.
trip.
It's a business trip. It's a write-off. And I got a couple other bourbons while I was up there that I can't get around here, and some other liquors for us to try. So we decided we're going to start with this one, 5 and 20, Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's made up just a couple minutes off of Erie, about as far west in New York as you can go. What is it, Westfield, New York, I think it is. Yeah, Westfield, New York. Picked this up in a distillery up there. It's one of New York's original. They do liquor. It's one of the first. They do liquor and beer.
Oh, yeah?
Or one of the first or one of the only. I don't know if there's more now, but I think they were the first to do that. So we're going to give this a try.
I'm looking forward to it.
So why?
You know I could use it.
I know you're drinking because you're move.
Everything went as smoothly as possible. I can't even complain.
Everybody
that I've worked with up to date has been awesome. But yeah, and then all of a sudden I ended up laying alongside of a major highway with the refrigerators laying on top of me.
Do you want to?
What am I doing? Do I need a coaster?
I'm going to open this. I'm going to dust my way through this. So do you want to elaborate on that story?
Not entirely. My knee is still kind of messed up, but my dad and I were trying to get my new refrigerator. Ooh, I do like the way that smells. I'm trying to get the new refrigerator into the front door, and it barely fit. We had to take the front door off of it, but as we were taking it up the steps, I happened to trip over one of the steps, and I tried to catch myself using the fridge, and I guess my dad thought that was time for him to lift up and help me get it up over that next step.
You were saying no, and he was thinking go.
So I'm basically whoa, and he just basically throws this thing up on top of my lap as I'm falling. So there I am laying alongside a 272 with a refrigerator on top of my ass. I can only imagine what people are looking at.
You're going to wake up in pain tomorrow.
Oh, my leg hurts right now. I can't wait. That's going to help.
And your dad had what, zero?
So that's why I'm drinking today. Huh?
Your dad had zero sympathy?
No, he actually comes running up over top of me. He's like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, you know what? I'm doing okay other than this goddamn fridge on top of me. He's like, oh, well, let me help you with that. I'm like, well, yeah, thanks.
And the end result, you didn't get it in the house.
No. So we get it into the front door after taking the front door off, and we forgot to measure the stairwell.
Did you think about taking the doors off the fridge and turning it the other direction?
Yeah, I don't know how you.
It's just screws on the top.
Yeah, but I guess you would have had to take them all off.
Oh, drawers and everything. Is it drawers and everything?
Yeah, it's
a fancy bitch fridge.
Yeah, it's fucking got the French doors and the bottom freezer. It would have been a bitch to take the doors off. We probably could have, but that's just more work. So we ripped it back out the front door, threw it in the garage, and we're going to make my big-ass brother help me get it in the house tomorrow.
Who's bigger, the fridge or your brother?
Actually, Eric's looking pretty good these days.
I know, he's
slimming down. Definitely slimming down.
He's behaving.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's not drinking as much.
That's true.
He cut back on that.
The baby's keeping him from drinking the old alky.
Yeah, the exact opposite. Normally the babies make you drink. That's pretty good.
Yeah?
I like it.
Sorry, I'm still drinking our pre-beer. Well, our pre-beer.
We took so long pre-show that we had to get into
me in
an
the mood.
Additional beer. You can't start this show without something in the back pocket. But moving is there you go. Moving's a good enough reason to drink. Congratulations on having a house.
I'm officially in some crazy debt.
Worth it. worth it. You needed the upgrade anyway.
Yeah, we did.
Kind of smoky taste.
Ooh.
Like, it's weird. Almost tastes like it was smoked. Doesn't it? Kind of gives me that, like...
I'll get back to you.
It's smooth. I like it.
I like it too.
All right. Fantasy football.
Oh, yeah.
Enough about
Shaking.
fridges moving.
Oh, wait, we did that already.
Stirred.
Fuck. Okay.
Hey, so... Puka. Oh, Puka, I'm sorry that I forgot that you were the best receiver rookie. Like, just completely brain farted on that. I was watching back last week, and I was like, I
watched back last week too. I was like, how the f did
we both brain farted. Okay, so him and...
How did we not just go straight to him? Like,
him and Zay Flowers.
yeah.
Definitely the two best.
Zay's definitely catching him now. He's having a couple back-to-back weeks here now, so...
I love speaking of rookies, I love my Kincaid pickup in a couple leagues.
Yeah, that's going to be
That
huge.
came in clutch. And I'm 0-7, but I got a good tight end finally.
Yeah, he could be a good keeper too.
Oh, man. I won 7 out of my 8 leagues last week.
Really?
7 out of the 8.
That's pretty good.
But I lost my own, and I'm 0-7.
That's a tough league to win in.
But
Jesus.
the thing that bothers me is I'm in the playoffs in every other league. Like, last place I'm winning.
Dude, sometimes
Your
it
league, I'm
happens.
second in the division. I'm in the suburban bourbon. I'm on the cusp. But every other league, I'm as they
That's
end
a
now.
fun league. I really like
That
that.
is, it's tough. I'm in it, but my league I'm 0-5.
That's because of your roster limits.
You're correct.
Oh,
So-
man. That's a tough league though too, because like I feel like with the bonus point structure and how guys score crazy bonus points, like at any given time somebody can just like blow up and you have no choice. And you've
Yeah.
had a tough schedule and like people score a lot of points.
I have the
against you.
second most points scored against me.
Yeah, yeah. Your
But yeah,
team's
it's like-
actually not that bad. Like nobody wants to play you, especially like down the stretch. You're gonna definitely play spoiler for sure.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck some people up. I'm thinking I'm gonna go on a run.
Yeah, you might even make playoffs still.
That Dalton Kincaid. Well, because I traded away
What do you think? You go
Kelsey to get Puka as a keeper because my late
Yeah.
keeper.
Oh, you already have
My late
Puka.
keeper rules. So now I get to keep Puka, and I'll be able to pick my draft. I'll probably, because how good my team
What's
is,
the trade deadline?
week 10,
10. So not this week, next
like
week.
2 weeks. But that's why I figured if I did that, I keep Puka, and my team is good enough and scores enough points that in the losers bracket, I should get my choice. So I'll get Puka and then be able to pick probably 3 or 4 and be able to set myself up nicely
Yeah.
for next year to go 0-7 again.
Especially if Puka becomes kind of the guy there, that's going to be impressive next year.
I'm curious if Cup has another down week like he did past week.
The whole offense kind of had a down week, no?
Except Puka.
Puka did have a good game.
Puka
He
had
was
a
like
good game.
150 yards or something.
Yeah, he has a good game every damn week. And he's man, I don't know what it's.
He's just good talent. How he fell through the cracks is crazy.
I saw it. I picked him up in every league that I could, but I thought he'd be a good player. I didn't see him being
no, I don't think anybody saw this
that
coming.
guy.
But I guess, hey, every now and then it happens with these undrafted free agents.
Yeah, he had 154 yards last week.
It's just a diamond in the rough.
That team, that Williams. God, I have 2 people on IR. I have 2 people on IR with the 6-team bench. No IR space. I have Shane, Achu, and Kerryon Williams. I'm not dropping them.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
I'm in second place in the league.
Yeah, no, why would you drop that shit?
All right, so we did a sort of dumbass bet of the week last week, and it was our pick'em score.
Ooh.
So one of us has to do a shot. But
Oh, shit. My team didn't do very good, though.
don't worry, neither did mine.
That's what I like to hear.
So I figure let's go through them, and then at the end, we'll see who does the shot. I mean, I know. You don't know yet, though. You might know. You probably don't
gotcha.
know. I might have slipped. So, last week, you made me do a delicious shot of tequila. The first one, which your technique, I'm still surprised worked. Like,
It's not my technique. I was taught how to drink tequila.
no. El Serrano's technique.
Yeah, I forget the guy's name, to be honest with you. He's a cool dude, though.
So the reason that you were in it this week is only because of Jalen Hurts, who you stole from me, you dirty son of a bitch.
Which also made you take a shot.
That is true. So you went Jalen Hurts. He got you 25.96, and I picked my second guy, Jared Goff, 6.86.
You jerking off? Oh, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff, 6.86. I am about 6.86. Around.
Round up.
Around.
Did you round up to 6.9?
Yeah, from 4.3. 4.3. So, yeah, you had a lead on me there. But then running back wise, you went Jacobs, who only had 8.8.
Yeah, no,
Which-
that was definitely a down week for him.
Like, yeah, the Raiders' offense was not as good as I thought they were going to be last week. That's for
Honestly, I
damn
thought they were
sure.
going to take advantage of that Bears team, and it didn't happen.
That did not. It's
A lot of my shit's going sideways on me this year.
no. It's funny how you picked them because you picked their defense because you were
I thought
thinking
they
that's
were
a
gonna
cakewalk.
Yeah,
freaking game.
and then I thought Jacobs on top of it. See how I stacked that there with like Jacobs is going to get a lot of run because of game script, because the defense is playing really well, and it was in so facto.
And your defense did okay though. But
yeah.
you just Jacobs didn't do that good.
No, well, I didn't see the Chicago. I picked the wrong defense. Chicago Bears defense got in the end zone.
And nobody would have picked it. Well, I in
it's
theory
still
would
the
have
Raiders.
probably picked the Chicago Bears defense, and then your defense
Would've
would
blew
have
up.
been amazing.
Would have, probably 3 interceptions.
No. So I went at running back, 18.6. So you still got a lead on me. I'm going back. Coming back.
Okay.
First receiver, I went Zay Flowers,
You did have a good one there.
who
Got a good one there.
he got me 11.5, which was a good one. You had Wendell Robinson
Which pissed me off.
for a whopping 3.2.
Yeah, I know. That happened in the first 30 seconds of the ball game, I feel like. He got like the first target of the game, took it for
The
22 yards, and
First,
saw one more target the rest of the game. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm pretty sure that was the actual first pass for.
I'm pretty sure it was like the first play of the game for the Giants, and he went 22 yards. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, again, one of those things I saw that when you texted me that, I was like, oh, fuck,
Right.
here we go
And
again.
then all of a sudden, he got one more target, which was just a throwaway pass. It wasn't even a good target, and fucking that was it.
And it was
I'm like,
one catch. Yeah, one catch, 22 yards.
Could have been a contender.
Could have been. You took then Jahans Dotson,
Who also could have been a contender.
but 9.3, not horrible.
I know, but
Not
he was
great.
open on a lot of like corner routes, and
Well,
just didn't get the ball.
That
Yeah.
offense. How?
He's not seeing the field or something because he just there's times where I'm watching replays and it's like, okay, there goes number one, wide open over there to the sideline, and
He's
he just
open.
doesn't- he just
He's
doesn't get the
open a
ball.
lot, but I think the way they run a lot of the routes is from McLaurin.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
see that.
They're
And Hal's a
their
one
offen-
guy, man.
Well, their offensive line. So, but Hal's been there's only one person who's been sacked more times than Hal this
He's running for
after
his
7 weeks, and that was David Carr since 1970.
That's
I
crazy.
think 1970. I think the stat is only David Carr was sacked this many times
maybe I
in the
owe Sam
first
Howell
7
apology.
weeks. So he's not bad. Like he's got some legs on him. When he
Yeah.
scrambles, he runs.
He does play well.
But I don't think he gets to that second read. And if their offensive line could hold up second read, Dawson would be a beast right now.
I got an idea. I think the Washington Redskins should draft another defensive player. Maybe that'll get it done.
That'll help the offensive line a lot.
Yeah, it should.
Yep. Maybe get a linebacker so that they can help block for the quarterback.
Agreed.
Makes a lot of
They
sense.
need another pass rusher on that defensive line.
They have new ownership there, and Godwin. Like I was
It
listening.
can't get worse, right? I mean, Snyder might go down as one of the. Well, actually, he wasn't terrible for the first half of it. But
No, and this week is going to decide whether they're in a rebuild, like what they're going to do. But their new ownership has not let nobody knows what their plan is.
yeah.
Are they going to make a bunch of moves at trade deadline? Are they going to stick with it? Nobody knows what they're going to do right now.
What could they do?
Move McLaurin,
You think?
get some draft capital.
You think
because
Scary
he's-
Terry goes?
I think
He's a good one.
I think
yeah.
he's the smartest one to move because
Who do you think would be a good fit for Scary Terry?
I think they get draft capital. But to
I'm
me-
saying who would want that trade? Like the Chiefs?
Chiefs
You
could
think the
use him
Chiefs?
actually, especially after Justin Ross.
Yeah.
So there were 2 people arrested this week. One of them
Here we go.
matters. The other one doesn't. One person was speeding. The other one was beating. Domestic battery. He is on the list now.
Yeah, Chris Olave was doing his best.
He was speeding. My thing was when they arrested him, I was like, was he drinking or
Yeah, I
like,
know. That's what I was waiting to hear.
the memes were funny of him just in the car.
I like the one where it was like him and it was like, I'm kind of a big deal. Like, he's the anchor man. But anyway.
That scared me at first because I'm like, they arrested him. And when they said like arrested and for reckless driving, I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah,
what
like,
else
what are we
was
doing
it
here?
more than just speeding? Like speeding's not reckless.
Like, who
It's just
hasn't gone 35 mile an hour over the speed limit?
irresponsible. I mean, look at Jalen Carter. for the Eagles. He fell to the Eagles, who should have been the number 1 overall.
Yeah, right. And he
because
was just,
somebody died speed racing. Okay, I really just played that down horribly.
yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
But I'm saying, like,
we can't.
that was worse. But like, it wasn't his fault. He was just
right. He was just
there.
part of it, and then
he didn't cause it.
Yeah,
it wasn't his fault.
In his situation, that was just kind of like he might even have been one of the ones racing. Who knows? But like, he didn't crash that car.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not on him.
But then you get Justin Ross, who decides domestic battery. That's some legit shit. Don't do that. It's like Ray Rice type of shit. Only a couple people get away with that.
Yeah, no, that
Kareem Hunt, Alvin Kamara.
Whoa. Hold on a second. I gotta defend Kareem Hunt here.
He kicked.
That, and he barely even made contact with her. And that bitch shouldn't even have been there to begin with.
That was a whole.
And if you spit in my face, I'm doing the exact same thing that he did. She slapped the shit out of him.
I support him too. I mean,
no, dude, don't put your hands on nobody. Like,
he was getting through, so he didn't get in trouble. It just happened to be on a camera.
Yeah,
he was trying to actually not get in trouble.
I guess like everybody needs that. You got to have a home girl and you got to have a homeboy. Who was that comedian that said that?
Cat Williams.
I don't think I can't remember. They were talking about how you just have people who handle that shit. So like in that situation, like. He should have had a home girl there that just was like, yeah, come beat this bitch's ass and take her the fuck out of here. And like, just, yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
Exactly. Like, you always got to have that guy or that girl who can not get you in trouble. But,
all right.
I know, right? Fuck. Quote.
And we're done. No more Fox.
So, speaking of injuries, Christian McCaffrey, he kind of like dodged a bullet there, and he's back to beasting.
Yeah, he scared a lot of people.
Yeah, it was crazy.
A lot of people were like, I don't know, I'm not gonna play him.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so I saw a stat online. Now, if I were to tell you between Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara, who would you say is the better running back between those two?
Well, Christian McCaffrey.
You would go Christian McCaffrey? I think the consensus would be...
You would say Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I think the general consensus would be Christian McCaffrey is the better running back. But over the past... They've both had about 7 years in the league. And over the last 7 years, Kamara's had 1,669 touches. 1,669 touches. Christian McCaffrey, 1,618. In those touches, Alvin Kamara had 9,326 yards to Christian McCaffrey's 9,308 yards. So their touchdowns are within one. Kamara's actually had one more touchdown than Christian McCaffrey. So I don't know. Like, I think there's a legit debate here. I at first, like, you asked the question and it's like, oh, it's Christian McCaffrey hands down. Like,
well, that's because every outlet doesn't. Nobody would ever. No outlet, news outlet
would ever give Kamara his time or day on that kind of shit.
Do you think it's because Kamara's come more in bulk? Like, Kamara will have those games.
It's possible.
And then he'll have his lows, where Christian McCaffrey has a very high floor.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, a lot of Kamara's bad games come from when his team's not there. Like, I mean, granted, he had Drew Brees and them boys there for a little bit, but...
Right, and what's funny is I got to go to this. Last week, Kamara had he had 12 receptions. Was he targeted like 15 times or something like that?
You're between Kamara and Amon-Ra St. Brown with his garbage time bullshit.
14 targets, 12 receptions.
You had like 31 targets between the two guys. And my whole team had like 28. I was like, this is bullshit. You beat me in just catches alone.
Everyone was giving me shit for all my trades, 7 rookies, all this, and my team, because no one wanted to trade for Kamara. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
I just
week
couldn't.
4, if I'm in it, when he comes back in week 4, I am sitting prettier than hell.
You did want a lot for him, though.
Because I knew what was going to happen when he came back with Derek Carr. As soon as they got Derek Carr and they said 3 games, I'm like,
I would have given you what you wanted. If I had known it would have been 3 games, but once it found out that it was 3 games, then you wanted more. And
then I'm like, no, because now I know.
Then you didn't want to trade him because you were like, oh shit.
And he comes back, and now he's basically one of the top running backs every week.
Oh, he's got to be. Oh yeah, he's top 5 every week right now. His usage is off the charts.
He was only.
If you can get Alvin Kamara any kind of trade,
9, 7, 10, and 2. His 4 weeks playing. Top 10 running back every week.
I don't think anybody's giving up Kamara right now, though. He's on such.
No, and he's one of those like Eckler and McCaffrey that he's got a long life in the league. He's got 2 more years.
Speaking of Austin Eckler, I did trade for him in our dynasty, and he's making me nervous.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'll take him. Don't worry. I got ideas.
Cool. Perfect.
All right. Before we keep going, we gotta go back because there is more injury and stuff we gotta talk about. Back to the pick'em.
Okay.
Waddle was my second receiver.
We didn't get through all the Waddle.
No. We went on a Jahans Dotson tangent. So Waddle got me 12.3. At this point, I still got a little lead on you.
Yeah, I thought you were beating my ass all week.
I'm like, okay, I got a little lead. You know, that's going to come down. You pick the Raiders. I pick the Rams. The Raiders got you 10.76, and my Rams shit the bed like my defenses do every week and got me 7.48. 6.48.
What?
So this week ended up with 58.02.
That's terrible.
55.74.
That's even worse. What kind of shot are you doing?
Today I'm going to go with Crown Apple Vanilla because of my vanilla-ass defenses. That's why. Vanilla-ass defenses is the reason.
I like that.
I was probably loud in the microphone. I apologize. But so we didn't do an actual, like, Snoop dumbass bet of the week. We kind of did, but because it was remote and it was on a Wednesday and I did 3 shots of tequila, we decided to just do our pick'em scores. Don't worry, we'll make a bet this week. So, overall scores right now, you are winning with 552.91 to 443.54. And we are
midway?
Almost. Well, there's 17, so after week 8, we're just under halfway. So now I can start trying. It's not time yet.
While he does that, we're going to talk about you guys liking and subscribing everything that we do. I'm just kidding. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
But I hope what you want to do. I hope what you want to do is subscribe.
That's what you think. From time to time, that's what we would like to see. But you know what? If you like to not do that kind of stuff, just watch, and I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Taylor, I know you're watching. All right. Like he said, subscribe.
You guys know it. We're going to be here.
Get us up there so we can do some lives, get drunk on have you guys responding, talking to us while we do it. We need recommendations. We did get one recommendation of something to drink. Placed a local brewery to try, which we need to get to.
Are you talking about the haunted one?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even remember the name of it. It's out in Douglasville.
Yeah, we got to get that one.
Fuck. Yeah, well, a friend of mine from high school happened to reach out.
Someone you haven't talked to since high school.
And
stumbled upon this.
I was just like, hold on.
Stumbled upon this and then reached out with a message of something to try. That's what we want. We want you guys to be like, hey, try this, try that. Even if it's like, try it, you're going to hate it, but we're still going to do it on camera and you want to laugh at us, choke or throw up or spit or something stupid. That's fine. As long as you know, you're involved.
Hidden River in Douglas.
Hidden River. I knew it. I was going to say hidden something, but I didn't want to say it wrong. So that's when we got a recommendation. We're going to do that.
Crouching Tiger,
sure.
Hidden Penis.
And when we try it, we'll shout out who recommended it. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Penis. I hope they have a beer named that. And I hope it tastes just like
you could definitely play on
Tiger.
Tiger's milk?
How do you milk a tiger?
Just pet its belly, I think. I don't know.
Makes sense. Good job. Speaking of things that make sense
as long as it's got nipples, you can milk it. I mean,
is not giving an injury designation to Bijan Robinson.
He doesn't have one. I mean, he's just sick.
How many people did that piss off? I know one in particular pissed off. Well, 2, me.
A lot.
But I was in the car on the way back from a trip.
I'm sure your wife.
5 hours in the car, just in the ear, nonstop bitching about that. And I'm like, I didn't know either. Nobody knew.
This is bullshit.
And actually, the league is actually approached them and been talking to them like, hey,
you can't do that.
You can't do that. Like, you're supposed to give it if you knew. And I guess their excuse is, we legitimately thought he was going to play. The fuck you did.
Well, he did play. That's why he went in for a couple plays.
But then if you hear the coach's interview, it sounds different, though. Because he wasn't feeling good. before.
Right. They should have disclosed that.
They should have disclosed that.
They should have been like, yeah, Bijan's dealing with this, blah, 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 blah. That way you at least had the option to be like, oh, shit, maybe I should bench him.
So he wasn't feeling good the night before. Like, you knew. Like, I think they need to find him.
Well, think about how much, like, money's out there on, like, prop betting and shit like that. Like, think about all the people that bet on over-unders for Bijan rushing
Vegas
yards.
was not happy.
Oh, my God.
Well, sleeper, some of these sleeper, like, when you bet on sleeper, if someone gets hurt, they'll cancel the bets, which some people love, some people hate. But, like, Vegas is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, my money. And it's fantasy relevant, but it's also, like, the other team is supposed to know if a person's questionable or not. And then they interviewed the coach, I think, at half. He made some comments that made you think that there was also some mental shit.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to start wondering what the hell's going on down there in Atlanta.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, fuck, that's right, Ridley.
Fucking Ridley did the same thing, and, like, he wrote that huge, like, players tribute called I Fucked Up. If you haven't read it, go out there and read it.
It's a great read. He sent it to me.
Really good read on
I sat down
He kind of, like, explains everything that he went through.
Yeah, I sat down and got lost in that thing for, like, 20 minutes reading that shit.
It was a really good read.
The dude was honest and open, and it felt real. Yeah, I mean, it was.
And then he came out and scored 20 fantasy points week 1. And we were like, oh, shit, yeah.
Like, shit.
And then that went to hell and back. But anyway, I still think he's a good wide receiver.
Well, he's definitely still a good wide receiver.
I just don't know if it's his fault. Because he'll get like 3 targets out of nowhere. And it's like, why is your best offensive threat outside of maybe ETN? Other than, I mean, it's what, Ridley and then I don't know, it's probably 1A, 1B between those two, no?
Yeah. And then, I mean, what, you got
Ingram?
Evan Ingram's a decent tight end.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk showed he's got some.
Yeah, he can ball still.
Remember I traded him away 2 years ago and everyone's like, oh, second round pick was shit for him. And he balled out. I'm like, he was just in the wrong situation. But no, I don't know. I want to find out more. Hopefully we find out more. Hopefully it's not a mental thing for Bijan. That would suck if he's got some mental things.
I doubt it.
He was saying, like, it's a lot for these players to deal with, the new adapting and all that. So obviously something's going on. We just don't know what.
Or maybe they're tanking and they're going to put him on ice.
I need to know.
I'm going to be really pissed, though, because that means Dan's team's going to end up tanking then, too, because he'll have no Bijan and no Justin
That's
Jefferson.
funny. He's not going to catch the 0-7 dirty hookers. You got good for Matt?
I'm good, yeah.
Dirty hookers is 0-7, and he's going to have the most tickets in the ballot at this point.
That's looking like it. I'm hoping I can get some in there, too.
So
I don't know if I'm making the playoffs right now. I got a tough stretch ahead of me.
You and I are right. I think I'm sitting a little better than you. I played the hard teams early.
I'm at 3.
But I ended up beating like you and Dan and the defending champ.
And I have all that.
And I think Jim, like I beat the teams that I needed to beat. So now I got like a 4 game that if I can ride this out, I think I can just sneak in. I think I got the talent to
take it down.
Beat. I don't know if
that's all it's all about. Just chipping a chair, baby. Just make the playoffs. If you can sneak in, anything can happen. I mean, you can pick guys off the waiver that scored 20 points on a given week and get lucky.
It's funny though. Like I said, Dan's team, as soon as he lost Jefferson, like, and Burrow was a little bit like uneasy, how vulnerable that team became.
Yeah. Like real quick, because he doesn't have a bench.
Quick.
He's lucky. Bench. He's actually super lucky that he didn't trade away DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, but he was only going to do that if he got back. Like he came after me
for Amon-Ra,
for Sun God. He wanted. I mean, he was going to. He was going to give up the world for a minute there. But I just at my thing, I knew my team.
Still wouldn't have been a great trade for you because Amon-Ra is doing his thing.
That's what I said. I figured I needed to. I knew that by middle of this season, Ayuk and Sun God were going to be 2 top 10 receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ayuk I think is going to fizzle in and out the top 15, but he's right there. But fuck, Zay Flowers, man, he might end up being my starting
20 guy. Yeah,
my starting guy. And last night, literally 5 minutes before kickoff, I threw in Rashad White.
That's a good play.
That ended up paying off. I took out Alexander Madison just because I didn't like their matchup as much.
I probably would have done that to begin with.
They got against Green Bay.
I like it.
Speaking of games, how about the shitty primetime matchups this week?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
can't wait.
I love the Chargers.
At least I won't have to stay up.
But Chargers, I know. It's like, oh, hey. Normally, it's like, you sleeping on the couch tonight, honey? So you can stay and watch football while I sleep. No, I'm coming up to bed.
Speaking of which, when we get 2 Monday night games, how freaking awesome is it when we get a 5:30 Monday night game?
I do like that.
Oh, my God. It feels so good. I'm so jealous of the West Coast. Sunday morning, they wake up to football because it starts at 10 a.m.
Yeah, when I was living out there, that was my favorite thing because the restaurants and the bars would do legit kegs and eggs. So Sunday morning, you get up, you stretch, take a piss, massive shit, cup of coffee, go to the bar, have brunch, and start drinking at 10:30 games.
And the games are on.
Come home, relax, watch the night game and sober up, go to sleep, go to work without feeling like shit the next day. You can't beat the West Coast schedule.
Yeah, because
I hate that the NBA games, we get fucked all around.
Oh, my God.
Especially
they're at like 10 o'clock at night.
In the NBA?
At 10 o'clock at night. Like, what? Just to start at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, that shit pisses me off. Like, I got shit to do.
It's like I want to watch LeBron play, but not that bad.
I'm going to watch the sports. Like, my shit to do can take a back seat, but...
Not me. I actually have to go to work on a schedule.
I do, too.
I mean...
I got employees and shit.
To an extent.
Well, that's where I got employees.
You can always call them and just be like, yo, dude, you know what to do this morning, right?
I do send a daily text like, hey, well, before I get there, can you do...
Yeah.
Because, like, well, no, but I'm
going to swing through and get this. I need to grab that.
I got to grab that. I got to grab that.
And then just make sure
it's like 8:15, I'm on the shitter. I'm at Lowe's right now. No.
I know. Dude, I get it.
No, I don't do that. I'm very like...
Chris always does the, I got to run back to the shop and get stuff. And like, no, you don't. You're going the fuck home. I get it.
No, I'm good. I'm good about that. I'm too anal.
Yeah,
like, I got to be there. Hell or high water, hungover or sober, I got to be there. If I go to the bar, I usually take him with me. Like, when we got done, I had to meet a guy to talk about some cabinet builds. And I'm like, well, I'm meeting him at the bar. You want to come? So we have a beer real quick to end the day, the last hour of the day before we go home. I was like, I'm nice like that. I'm a good boss.
Yeah, you fucking better be.
Booze and boy, yeah, you're going to come work for me at one point.
Hopefully.
Well, we work together here.
We're gonna get more than 5 followers out of this shit. Maybe.
Follow, subscribe. All right.
I got to stop doing that. I'm sorry. I'm drunk. No, I'm not. I'm high. That I'm definitely.
You're both.
Shit.
You're crunk.
It's legal in some states. Not this one, but not yet anyway.
It's frowned upon.
Come on, Shapiro. Get your shit together.
It's frowned upon. Like masturbating.
Fucking do what you said you were going to do.
All right.
Make it fucking happen. It's legal above us, to the east, to the west, and south. Oh, wait. No, Ohio's not there yet. I don't think they legalized marijuana yet, did they? Not recreationally, anyway.
I don't know. It's going to be...
I don't fucking really know about anything Ohio, so... Fuck Ohio.
I know that they got a...
Just kidding.
They got a hotel that has beer fridges in your room.
Okay. Ohio's back on the map.
Yeah, with Brewdog. Brewdog's a brewery, and they have... I want to...
Brewdog.
Yo, we should take a trip out there and do that.
That'd be
from there. But they have a beer fridge. I think they even have, like, beer in your shower.
Hashtag Brewdog. Have us on.
I think they have beer in your shower and everything, too. Oh, speaking of that, like, we went to one of the places we went. So, like I said, we got a bunch of shit from... We were up at Seneca Lake and the Finger Lakes. Got those, but I got 4 different breweries. And I talked to the people. I was actually talking to the guys that are there. And...
He didn't just get some stuff. I mean, he got, like... all kinds of shit.
So we came home with a few bottles of wine, a few bottles of liquor.
I don't think this guy knows how to go. There's another one over there.
There's another case over there. We found some good stuff. This is what we do, so I like to review and do all that stuff. But they have Belhurst Castle up there. I wanted to stay there, but they didn't have the availability while we were up there. But so they have beer, they have wine, and one of the things they have is if you're a guest there, they have like a wine tap, a free wine tap. You just fill up whenever. At Belhurst Castle up on Seneca Lake. Now, like some of the other wineries were like, "Oh, you don't know what it is. Probably just mix the leftover stuff." I was like, "I don't fucking care
if
I'm going
free wine
and there is wine coming out of it. I don't care if it's camel piss with red dye.
You might care a little bit about that.
I might care, but
if it's
the fact
cold,
that you book the hotel and there's a wine tap and it's right on the water. It was a cool place. Great steak sandwich there, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like a cheesesteak or was it just like a? Was it shaved steak?
Like a shaved steak with like au jus, but like it was like
so like French melt.
Yeah,
or French dip or whatever they call it.
But like a steak sandwich instead of the French dip, but like an actual like thick cut steak sandwich dipped in. It was great. Yeah, that was good. Best mac and cheese I've ever had. Some sort of American like white provolone, I think.
Provi? I think. Oh, sounds good.
Speaking of hungry. One of the breweries I picked up. Oh, they got a little cafe. We'll talk about that when we get to them.
He'll come up.
Oh yeah, we got Arsenal now at this point.
Future.
We got this. Which what do you think? I like it so far.
So far, it's yeah.
To me, it tastes it's almost thick and creamy. Do you get that? Come on. Not everything I
He
say.
just sets me up. He just sets it up on golf tee.
No, but does not have like almost like a smoothie.
It's like bourbon smoothie.
No,
You might be onto something there.
It's like, to me, it tastes a little like.
Should we make bourbon
softer.
smoothies on the next episode?
Yeah. We're going to figure out how to do a bourbon smoothie. Bourbon crushes instead of orange crushes. Bourbon crushes are legit.
I never had a bourbon crush. Is that a real thing? Or are you making that up?
No,
right
instead
now?
of an orange crush, you do the bourbon. You do the orange. You do the triple sec. I do very light triple sec and club soda. I do mine skinny, so I don't do the triple sec. But with the bourbon, I'll just do a splash of triple sec, club soda, and the orange. Yeah. Go down like Maryland, the beaches and stuff like that.
Is that a thing?
They're all over. And I didn't even realize it until my buddy Brad. Guy won our dynasty.
Yeah, he don't trade nobody. He don't
Farron's
even look at your trade offers. He looks at you, just fuck
traded
you.
me
He
twice.
just, nope. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Who did he trade you?
He's when on draft day, because he traded up for Kenneth Walker. I traded back and I got Treylon Burks and Johan Dodson for one in the first round. I got the extra first round pick 2 years ago. So I got Dodson and Burks were my first two picks.
You drafted Dodson?
No, I drafted Dodson, Burks, and White in the first 2 rounds. Rashad
Damn.
White. Loving that. And then he traded me this year. He gave me... I gave him Khalil Herbert. And he gave me... Who did he give me?
I thought you still had Herbert.
No, I gave him Khalil Herbert, and I took... who did I take?
Probably some jokester.
No, I got Quentin Johnson. QJ.
How did you?
Yeah, I did. No,
That
I got
was his
QJ
first
for
round
him.
pick.
He needed running back help.
Yeah, I see that for Khalil Herbert.
Who ended up, until he got hurt, was actually performing better than I thought he was going to
Yeah,
perform.
there's just a lot of people in that backfield right now.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't have that at the time.
He needed the help, and it helped him get through the first 4 weeks, except when he played me. I think I beat him. Anyway, speaking of that, I'm going to beat you
Probably.
this week
Which league?
in our pickems.
It's only happened once in 8 weeks, so
It's not time. I'll let you guys know when it's time. Speaking of which,
it's not fucking time.
before we do this, stay tuned on Facebook. We are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this season for subscribers of YouTube only. So I would say tell your friends, but you're not going to tell your friends because you want to win. But we have to hit 50 in order to do the giveaway. Every 50 subscribers we have, we're giving a giveaway.
The reason it's 50 is because we want to be able to do the giveaway live.
We want to be able to do the drawing live.
And you have to have 50 goddamn followers in order.
If we get 100, that is 2 people we pick to give giveaways. Little gift box. We're not going to tell you.
3 people we give it away to.
You know what's coming next? 200. How many would that be?
I have no idea. What's the math on that?
Let me write this down. If we did 50 and
Carry the 1.
5.
You got me there.
5. So no, but
Is it 5?
no, 200. No, 200 is 4.
I was gonna say, right?
I knew you were. Anyway, so we're gonna do a giveaway.
Now you
It's
got
gonna
me
be a little gift box.
confident,
We're not
yeah.
gonna tell you what's in. It's gonna be a surprise box. Might be booze. Don't know. Might be. It's probably not gonna be dildos.
Sex toys.
But no, it's gonna be a little gift. We're gonna do a little giveaway just for subscribing to our channel. You don't do anything other than subscribe. We hope you do more. Like, get notifications. Like when we upload a new episode. Comment, do whatever, call us assholes, tell us we
Todd
look
said
stupid.
his business was going to give away like a Chevy Suburban or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, Matchbox cars have come a long way.
I know. That's what I was
Chevy
thinking. That would have been the funny gift.
Oh, did I ruin it? Live on the air, I ruined your joke. Damn it.
Well,
But
wouldn't be the first time.
I'm going to try and do a Facebook reel to get people out. I would say tell your friends. But yeah, tell your friends so we get the 50.
Do it. It's free shit. Why not? All you got to do is click the button and we're going to give it
The
away
more
to somebody.
followers we get and the more interaction we get, the more dumb shit we're going to do and give you opportunities to laugh at us. But we want to do live stuff. It's going to be fun.
I'm just going to create like 17 accounts and up my chances of winning.
Oh, I'm going to send myself the best shit. That's a good idea.
Right?
And this off season, we're going to do some fun shit. We're going to do a lot of location stuff.
You guys
So
are going to like it. Just
you're-
stick with us.
that we're learning. Like, this is new.
If you like social media, we're going to be there.
Yeah, we're
Just
growing.
Posting shit on your fucking feed all the time.
And maybe we'll do something for the first 50 the first 50 followers. Maybe you get a little extra because you were some of the original. Maybe these, whatever we got now today, we'll look back. Maybe those first couple, if you send us a message that you shared to your friends to subscribe, maybe we'll enter you in a little side drawing for something small.
Maybe a little hey on the side.
Maybe a little
slap and pickle.
What are those, stress balls? I feel like stress balls would make me want to throw up. Just we should do our pickems.
I don't know.
Now that we've told people a lot, we're doing a giveaway.
And a ball table.
Subscribe, please. All right, I'm going first, and I'm not doing shot. Like, I have gotten to the point where I know you were going to pick at least one or two, so I am not doing this shot shit ever again. That was just to be nice on a Wednesday, because you looked a little run down. By the way, I like your shirt today.
I appreciate it.
I mean, still repping the Broncos.
Always.
You are a brave man.
Always.
Me, I'm all about running an FC. I figure this is perfect because we're playing Washington this week. Run an FC.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
Bold move. All right, I'm up first. Quarterback. Going into week 8.
Who are you taking?
A man who has disappointed me more than I'd hoped he would, but I like his chances this week.
Been a disappointment.
In primetime, Justin Herbert. And I know, I picked him knowing you couldn't pick him because you already picked him, but then I realized I went first, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm sticking with him, but I'm going Justin Herbert against the Chicago Bears.
The Bears. That's a good pick.
Bears.
That's a good pick.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, Dicka.
All right. So I've been waiting for this one for quite some time now. I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I think he's going into Mile High, and he is going to sling it.
God, I knew at some point you were going to do that.
He's going in there.
Mahomes. I might pick my auto for wide receiver.
Mahomes and Mahado.
That is just, I hate that I like those commercials so much.
Dude, Andy Reid kills those commercials, though. Dude,
the one where he's on the airplane?
That one gets me every time. It's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, Lord.
It's like, I'm going to have to get on that. All right, running back.
You're up first on running back.
Big Ackles. All right, hold on.
If you need matchups, I got them right here.
Who have I picked?
I have a song in my head all damn day, and I can't get it out. I almost started singing it right now.
Maybe I'll pick Nick Chubb. No, I'm just
kidding. I'll do a shot right now if you pick Nick Chubb.
I'm gonna go.
Don't go yet. We're not done.
I like Kareem Hunt this week.
Who? Oh, because Ford's injured.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Pierre Strong.
Where the hell is he at on this list? What kind of list did you give me that doesn't have Kareem Hunt?
A list with relevant players. Because then when that list came out, he wasn't signed.
That
just write it on the back.
Shit.
But Pierre Strong. Okay.
Are we going with a stupid ass bet of the week?
Yeah.
You think this is that?
I don't think we go overall points, so I think we make it creative.
Okay, we'll get there then.
We'll get there, but it has to involve. Oh yeah. Because Deshaun Watson, apparently he's dealing with like.
What if we go with overall touches instead of yards and stuff? Who gets more?
Not snaps, touches.
Or we could go snap percentage.
Snaps would be better.
You want to go snap percentage on Kareem Hunt versus Pierre
No. I was going to go.
Hunt's definitely going to get more.
Yeah, but I was going to say that.
That's not much of a stupid ass bet.
No, but I was going to say Pierre Strong gets a touchdown and Hunt doesn't. Or more, but.
I can see that happening.
I can see a goal line touchdown, but Hunt gets the. I don't know. We'll come back to that.
We can.
But Deshaun Watson, I think, is he going to be done for the season? I don't know what his deal is. He's got to get some surgeries, apparently.
He needs to get a massage or something.
Yeah, apparently he hasn't had a happy ending. Like, is that like his...
Probably since it came out.
Is that like Mario's mushroom for him, where he runs along, he's like... Like, does he need to get a rub and tug just to, like, to get better?
They need to get something in there, like, play with that.
We don't condone that. We're just saying that
I mean,
he's playing like shit, and he's kind of hurt.
Just
Or was he just, or when he came out early, was he just in the right situation?
I'm cool with it. Just don't do it like in a fucking creepy situation, and don't like force yourself onto girls. Like if you don't do that, it's all good. Like there's plenty of girls out there that'll play with your booty hole if you pay them. Like what you doing, Deshaun?
I don't think you should pay any girl
don't
to
be
do
a
anything.
fucking predator creep.
You want a little splash more?
Yeah, might as well.
You shouldn't pay girls to do anything. We're joking about that.
Yeah, for sure.
But we're making fun of Deshaun Watson for being a fucking pervert, basically. If you can't get that, then actually probably are on our mental level, but we're making fun of him for being a pervert. We don't condone any of that shit. But we're just saying that if he went to an Asian massage parlor, he might be playing better football. All right. So I'm up on running back.
I believe they call it masseuses.
No, masseuse. Oh, yeah, masseuse does weird shit. A therapist is legit.
Yeah, she's the one that's going to cup you.
Oh
that actually sounds more sexual than anything.
No, but those shits were there for like, I had cups all down my back because I'm all fucked up on this side for like 4 weeks. All right. I'm going to go.
I look like Archangel because mine did the fucking marks and she like dragged it down my shoulder blade. So like.
It hurts, dude.
It's literally separating your muscle fibers.
She does that and she's like, move your arm up. I'm like, that's about, and she's like, keep going. And it pulls down. And go again. And like about the 6th time, I'm like, I hate you. I hate you. Every curse word I could think. But when I left, it felt good. All right. I'm going to do a homer this week, and I'm going to go with Swift against Washington. He had 20 points against them week 2.
I like it.
I feel like they're vulnerable. I'm going Swift.
Okay.
And then I get to pick my first wide receiver. And I'm going to go with, let's see. Let me see here. I am going to go, and I know who I'm going with, but I just want to check one thing. Yep. I'm taking Tay Adams. Against the Lions.
Adams. I like it. That's a good one. I'm a little jealous of that pick because I wasted Tay Adams on a bullshit.
That's what I'm hoping. This is my week. This is my week. I'm due.
This is my week.
I suck at this pick'em shit, man. Like if I'm still down 100 points at week 10, I'm gonna literally start a running regimen. I might buy a treadmill because if not, I'm probably gonna die.
All right.
And are we gonna run that mile in the winter?
I'm gonna let you make that call.
I don't think first comment on our YouTube
Somebody
page
gets to pick that
about this.
Gets to pick when we run that.
Gets to pick when we run it. Winter or we wait until like spring.
I like that.
In summer. So you guys choose.
Yep.
Right.
First person to do it.
You choose 2 receivers.
Two receivers. First one, I'm gonna go with Deontay Johnson.
Speaking of which.
What about him? Speaking of which.
I heard Lil Birdie wants him.
I know. He won't leave me alone.
We'll come back to this.
He won't leave me alone. I don't know what to do. He's offering me the farm for him too, but I don't know.
Get through this list and we'll get through this list and we'll put it out there. And then you guys won't comment your advice, but we hope you comment your advice. And by you guys, I mean all of you followers.
He's basically just talking to the ring light in the background.
Yeah. I'll comment myself.
It's all right. Are we going to start shaming people into following us? Is that I feel like that's our tactic right now.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
You guys that don't exist.
You know you want it. Give me your remote.
There's probably one fucking dude that's going to watch this. It'll be Taylor. And
Taylor watches. He was drinking a cup of coffee, sitting on watching TV. Like, dude, he's our homie. Well, he owns number 7. Number 7 Barber Parlor.
Holy shit, you didn't. Man, some sponsor. And he's going to fucking hate us.
We reference him every episode. I think actually last week we didn't, but that's
we didn't lead off.
That's because you were half-ass asleep.
That's true.
Number 7 Barber Parlor.
That's true. I'm still in the middle of a move, church, so I can't imagine. Yeah, baby.
Best barber in Berks County. Actually, probably more than that. That shop is pristine. Yo, we need to plan time. Actually, next time I get a cut, I'll plan it when you're off and you come by.
Look at me. I could definitely use it.
You could definitely you could do like a mohawk.
And again, I could what? Yeah, because I got so much up here.
Pick your second. Pick your second.
Oh, I get back to back. I'm
Cheers, Taylor.
sorry. That's totally my fault. Who do the San Francisco 49ers play this week?
I actually know that answer.
They play the Cincinnati Bengals at home. I'm going to go with
Actually, that's the game. That's the game I really. Oh, you fucker! I hate that I used him so. He's like my Tay. Like I used him too early.
Yeah.
I like him. I think that game. That's. I think other than obviously watching the Eagles, Washington.
I think that could be a high scoring one.
That's
I just
a
hope
game.
It's not all Christian McCaffrey.
I don't think it's gonna be. You know, Juwan Jennings. I like.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
Almost picked him.
Yeah.
In this, but I'm like.
Could just sneak into the end zone real quick.
Because he was really targeted with because Debo's out again.
Is he not playing this week?
Yeah, Debo's out again. So I thought that Jennings was going to be a dude, but like, I don't know. I think with my pickems, I got to be a little more. I can't do any of that Kendrick Bourne shit like I did early on.
No, dude, I'm looking at my list and I have we're almost halfway through the season. I haven't even begun to touch some of these wide receivers. Like I'm not playing safe no more.
I played safe early, and now I'm going to come back. I know that you used a couple more high ones. I'm hoping that's my only saving grace. But that's the game I want to watch this week.
I'm just thinking.
I was actually excited to watch Thursday night's game, really.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Josh
10,
Allen looked like a dude,
12,
though,
13,
again, finally.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 20. Oh, he's hurt. Not coming back this season. But just saying, there's like 20 solid receivers that I have. That's 10 weeks worth of guys.
That's the rest of your season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I still have 20 of the top 25 that I'm going to use now. Because I had already took my already took some shots.
You already took. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to do. You're gonna do some weird shit just because of matchups and stuff. Or
I did that with my wide receivers, but everything else I've been I just took Mahomes. I've already taken. My quarterbacks are gonna. That's where you're gonna make your push down late. As quarterbacks. Yeah. I've used I've used a lot of the top quarterbacks.
This is my
already.
first real quarterback in Herbert.
Right. I
mean, I did T-Law.
Yeah, you look. Yeah,
but that was when he was still playing shitty. But like, I still have Mahomes,
I used
Allen,
him too
Hurts,
already.
Lamar, Burrow.
We'll see. Like I said, you guys know just as much as we do.
I didn't use T-Law yet.
No, I'm the one that used T-Law.
I still have Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Jackson, Burrow, Lawrence, Prescott. Yeah, see, that's what's going to help me.
Yeah.
We'll see.
See, I've already used Hurts, Jackson, Herbert, Lawrence, Prescott, and I just used Mahomes. So I have Allen, Burrow, Fields, Watson, who they're hurt. I'm hoping they'll come back and play. Kyler Murray comes back.
He was just, he actually.
And then I'm just going to start, I'm going to start stealing guys like Tua, Cousins. You just got to start playing matchups. Maybe I'll get a Will Levis start next week or something.
I hope you do. I hope you do play Will Levis next week.
I should have played him this week. Hold up.
I'll let you go back.
You want me to switch that up to a Will Levis start?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I might do that.
All right, I'm up on my second wide receiver, and I'm taking DJ Moore. He had a down week last week. I think he's coming back. It's a shitty primetime game, but I think I think the Chargers are going to come out and ball out, and I think they have to throw, and I think he's the dude to do it.
You think Bongye or Beignet?
I call him. He's my New Orleans Beignet.
Beignet.
What? Cafe Du Monde?
Dumas.
We just call him Cafe Du Monde.
What?
Jesus.
Dude, it's whiskey. I don't know. It gets me going.
Honestly, I like what he did with Chicago more than what Fields did with Chicago. If I'm being blatantly honest,
he looked like I love the confidence that guy was spewing.
He came out nothing to lose.
That man looked like a Jonas brother out there, fucking just spewing his hose all over that fucking place. Like, you know what I mean?
Jonas Brothers and hose reference in the same thing. I like it.
Didn't he look like a Jonas brother in his fucking helmet? I swear to God, he did like a Jonas brother running around out there fucking just dominate. Well, he didn't dominate.
Sprinkle some sugar on that beignet.
He didn't turn the ball over, and he didn't have to rush for 150 yards to get the W.
They looked good with him.
They looked like an NFL team with him.
Like you said, you picked the Raiders thinking Fields is out. I mean, the defense.
Yeah, and then they were
Fields is out, and they came out and they were like, all right, well, shit.
Actually,
I like Fields. I don't love Fields.
But that's the difference between what Fields brings to the table and what a guy that's actually going to run the offense brings to the table.
And with and Chicago, the thing that's always been with Chicago is they are not for lack of offensive weapons. At one point, they had
I don't know.
they had Moore, Mooney, and
Claypool.
Yeah, I didn't want to say his name. And then they got Khalil Herbert and Roshan. They do not Cole Kmet. They do not lack weapons.
No, they've got some talent.
So he was just like, hey, I got weapons. I'm going to fire those weapons instead of play with my own weapon.
I don't even know what his final stats were. I don't think they ended up that great. I think he didn't have the best second half.
No, but the team looked
That's how my
good.
defense came back. Oh, yeah. The first couple drives, I was like, who is this dude? Where'd he come from?
He was 21 for 29.
That's actually pretty
No
good.
interceptions, 1 touchdown, 3 rushes for 24 yards.
What was the yardage on the throws?
162.
That's not terrible.
But
that's some Russell Wilson stats right there.
QB 20.
Shit.
QB 2. There you go.
That's the new rule, church. We got to drink every time we reference something of the past.
That makes you sad.
Like, I fucking still hate the whole Taylor Swift thing.
Fucker. I hate Taylor Swift.
Ooh, that one got me.
So, no, I if he keeps balling out, I don't know. Anyway,
So you want a defense then?
yeah, I'm going to go the Seattle Seahawks against Cleveland.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Is that who you're going to pick?
No.
You're picking Cleveland's defense against... No, you're not.
I was going to.
You shut the front... You shut the front door!
I was thinking about it. That's
Just do
why I
it.
always think
That could be a dumbass bet of the week.
Cleveland's defense.
You
against
pick them,
Seattle's
and then we'll
defense.
just go
I
defense
don't
for
know if
defense.
I like that, though, because Seattle's at home.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say another word until you make your choice.
Fuck it, dumbass bet of the week.
Dumbass bet of the
Cleveland's
week.
D against Seattle's D.
I think it's so stupid, but I love it. So are you going to pick them for your pick 'em too? Yeah, you got to pick them for your pick 'em. Pick 'em. So now that's the game I want to watch at this point. Seattle and Cleveland.
Let it be a defensive battle. I hope it's like 7-7 and it's like 4 minutes left. And then freaking Cleveland picks 6 right at the end to win the game. Right in your nuts.
I don't actually hate that bet. I think that's pretty even.
It's going to be a close one, I think.
But I looked back. Yeah, I mean,
But it's dumb because it's defenses.
that's why it's a dumbass bet of the week.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
We got the best sparkly dumbass bet of the week, I'll tell you that.
Oh, dude, we got the best sparkly everything.
Best sparkly everything. Like the way the light glistens off that dome
them
piece of yours.
Sparkles.
All that sparkles, it shines. I'm looking real quick.
I was going to say, what else are we talking about tonight?
I want to talk about, so one thing we have not touched enough on is like every week, either we offer, you and I put out a lot of fucking trade offers in a week.
Oh my
In the
God,
season.
dude.
We don't get them back very much, but you got one.
There's nothing I enjoy more in fantasy football than receiving trade offers. I don't care how bad, I don't care how like one-sided it is. I just like seeing that freaking notification going off being like, hey, this guy just proposed a trade, because I'm like, oh, let's wheel and deal. There's just something about trading that I love.
Once you get into trading, like fantasy football is fun. Like we got the new guy Evan. He wants to come on the show so damn bad.
Well,
Like,
let's get a little better.
He's hooked. But like fantasy football is fun. But once you get into like trading, there's so many people that just don't look at it, and
This is his first league, right?
yeah.
So he's getting that beginner's luck right now, because you should have saw his draft. It was literally...
No, his team was nice. No.
Are we talking about the fifth quarter? The guy
Yeah.
that drafted right in front of me.
Yes.
With Tyreek, like his first 3 picks were good, but then he took Rashad Penny in like the 4th round.
Okay, he did go, but he
He took a kicker in like the 6th round, and he's getting crazy lucky because Tyreek Hill will go for 60 points.
He kept Jalen Hurts and drafted
he
Tyreek
got
Hill,
Jalen Hurts.
Devontae Adams, and then Aaron Jones. Like, you can't be mad at that.
No, it's good picks.
It's a great top 4. Then, like, he fell off. He went Singletary. He picked Dallas Goedert. Great pick. He's got the Bills defense. Not a bad pick.
In what round?
I forget the rounds, but Case in point, though,
I would love to see the draft.
he's in second place in the league.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
He is getting some beginner's luck.
He's getting a lot of beginner's luck. Because does he have A-Chain? No, he doesn't have A-Chain.
No, that was...
Taylor, I think, has got A-Chain.
Taylor's got A. So it was all about A-Chain there. I'm trying to figure out defenses. But, no, when you start, like, you got to trade. Trading takes fantasy football to a whole new level. And so many people that we play with, you'll offer a trade that it's fair. But, like, you don't get a response. Or they don't trade. Or I'm scared. Like, make a trade.
They just let it sit there.
It's like, another level.
How do you check your team with that goddamn notification there? How do you do it? I don't get it. You know, like, how do you open up your app and say, I'm going to set my lineup today?
I don't think people
see
look
that
at that
thing up there. That goes 1 and with a little red notification, like you got a text message. I think you don't even respond, don't deny, don't.
People that are new to Sleeper, I don't think they notice it.
Nothing. Hell, and then it gives you the notification on the DM logo on the top left too.
Yeah, I know, but
whatever.
Trading in fantasy football is fun. Whether you win, lose, whatever, it makes it more fun.
Honestly, like, if you're not trading, you're not trying to win.
I'm trying to trade in a 12-man league.
Because you should be looking at, like, once you got yourself... So I like to break the fantasy season down into 2 halves, obviously. And then the first half is all based off of the team that you draft, right? So I'm looking at matchups in the first half of the season when I draft a fantasy football team. And I'm trying to pick who I think is going to put up good numbers in those matchups and become as highest valuable as they possibly can. And then they might not have a good schedule down the stretch. I'm going to start looking at my team and I'm going to determine, okay, who's performing at the highest level and do they have a good schedule down the stretch? If they don't have a good schedule down the stretch, I'm going to sell them at their highest possible value.
Part 2. That's the second half. I see.
Exactly. And then I'm going to try and look at who has a good schedule down the stretch and who might be struggling right now, but might have the best chance of recovery because their schedule says, like, hey, this guy's got a positive, like, he's coming back. It's just a matter of
where
time.
You're like, I liked him now. I don't like him moving forward. And I have an extra running back, but I'm a little weak on receiver. Hey, I'll give you this running back where you're weak on running back, and I see you have a plethora of receiver.
Correct. So, like, I would say that's like a Raheem Mostert right now. Dude's absolutely balling out. His value's never going to be higher. You probably drafted him in like the 10th round. You could probably go get somebody for him, and then A-Chain's going to come back and take away touches. And it's a risk I'm willing to take because there's a lot of mouths in that.
Trading is risk. If you win every trade,
it doesn't happen. You're not going to win every trade.
If you lose every trade, shit happens.
But every now and then you're going to come out. So
I want a receiver in a 12-man league, and guy has Sun God.
Yep.
I have Tony Pollard. I can't keep Tony Pollard next year. So I'm like, all right, I'll give you Tony Pollard and Michael Pittman. You give me Sun God, and I gave him a choice, but I said Sun God, and then give me Swift, because he's getting Tony Pollard back anyway.
So
and then I'll give you
Pittman,
Pollard and Pittman for Sun God and Swift, and I'm going to throw in a 6th or 7th round pick.
In a redraft?
Redraft. 12-man. So that's...
I actually love that trade for him.
He makes out on that trade.
Big time. Because
I make out this year.
Not even by that much either.
No, but I have...
Because Pollard, I think Pollard has a lot of... Pollard is another one of those guys that I think that I just got done talking. Like, he's that guy that hasn't gotten the end zone yet.
No.
So he hasn't had those crazy...
second half
he hasn't had one of those crazy blow-up games yet. So I think, like, you could probably trade for a Pollard.
Well, in this league, I can start 5 receivers, no running back if I want.
Yeah.
But I'm debating... I'm banking on my second half of the season. I'll have Swift.
Right.
But I will also have Javonte, Najee, and Ramondre still on my bench if I make that trade. So I get rid of Pollard, and my starting receivers will be Ayuk, Puka, Sun God. In the playoffs with Swift, and then any one of those 3 who wants to step up with Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence at like that in a 12-man league gives me a shot. Right now, I don't.
Solid squad.
So it's all about it's about needs. Make trades for your team needs, but make sure you make them with the team. This guy, he needs a solid keeper for next year.
Right.
And running backs are scarce.
That's also,
So give him Tony Pollard. I can't keep Tony Pollard. He's shit in the bed this year, but he's got a great keeper, and he's going to have an early pick.
Yeah, that's a trading 101 is look at who you're trying to trade for and then look at the team's needs. Like, you can't just... If a guy's got Christian McCaffrey, Tony Pollard, and Derrick Henry on his roster, chances are he doesn't want...
He's going to say no to...
Yeah, he doesn't want your Javonte Williams.
But give him a good guy he can use now,
right?
Keep, and then have an early draft pick. Make his life better, give you a championship this year, possibly. You're going to have to lose a little bit to make a trade work.
Absolutely.
I think
every now and then you got to be willing to give up, prove to your league. Like, I do it in our dynasty league all the time. Like, I did it over this last off season. I made a lot of trades where I gave up some. I traded Ramondre Stevenson. I traded Christian McCaffrey. I traded Michael Pittman. Like, I traded some pretty big pieces. Like, you gotta let people know that, like, hey, I'm willing to trade these big pieces, because then they'll be willing to do more deals with you down the stretch. Like, my brother, he fucking owes me one for Christian McCaffrey, and he fucking trade. He fucking knows it. I know. I already told my dad I'm never trading him again, because your
dad and your brother do
fucking
not
stole
trade.
Devontae.
Your dad
David
and
Montgomery
your brother do not fucking trade.
No, they don't like to.
All right.
Anyway, I got it. Sorry, go ahead.
You got what?
Nothing.
We got to rate these.
So we do have to rate these.
We're going to rate these, and then we got to Puka Nuka it all.
I had a question for you, and now it just slipped my mind.
Oh, fuck.
I know.
I'll
it's
wait.
a horrible... No.
No, we can't have that dead air. Let's rate this. 5 and 20 spirits. Wow. Okay. That was mostly me.
Pretty good. Ooh.
This is decent.
I got to compare it to the old the redemption that we had.
I put this on plain in category of bourbon. You have your entry level. You have your so bourbons come in like price ranges where, like, if you don't have a really developed palate, never spend $70 on a bourbon. You're wasting your money. $30 to $50 is where you live, and you're gonna love your life. So this is in that 30 to 50 range, right in there with redemption.
I was gonna say, what did I rate? You just looked that up. What did I rate?
79 for you were 79 for redemption. I gave it a 68.
Then I'm gonna put this one like
it's right there though.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it like just a couple back. I'm gonna put it at a 77. I liked the redemption a little bit more than this one. I like the finish on the redemption better. And the redemption actually was a little sweeter, I think.
Redemption is a little sweeter. This actually has more of those heavy bourbon palates to it. To me, I cannot stop the smokiness of it.
Yeah, that's overpowering at times.
This is a little place. I'd like to try their beers. Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 90 proof.
Straight Bourbon.
SB, BW, New York.
5 and
aged
20.
for a minimum of 24 months.
Months.
www.fiveand20.com, 5and20.com. Check it out. Get your shit. I like
Drink it.
I like it better than the redemption, just because it does have some of that. That's smoke. I love that smoky.
You're a smoky guy.
I mean,
I'm not a huge smoky guy.
Right here in the corner.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I like the smoky. So
for my smoker over there in the corner.
So for me, this gets up in the mid 70s.
That's quite a bit more than the redemption.
Just because it does have, it's a little heartier. Like, it smells like it that caramel to it. But like, my nose says smoky.
Smokey the Bandit.
You know what? I'll put it right in the mid 70s. I'll put it right like, yeah. I'll go 75 with this. 75 yards.
75. That's like, I went 76, didn't I?
Well, you went 77.
77.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm bringing it right up to you. I'm bringing it 75. I kind of wanted to go higher.
We have yet to agree on one.
No, that's true. I wanted to go 70. I wanted to go a little bit higher, but the palates are good, but it needs a little more body to it for me to go up there and put it up there with like some of your higher end shit. Like, wait, this one I've tried, you haven't tried. That one's going to be fun. I'm excited to try that one. We got 4 beers down here. Going to be fun.
We got some episodes coming your way, people.
We do. Back at it after 2 weeks apart.
Pretty soon I'll have another little area for us to do some records at.
Another studio in the builds. But
I'm looking forward to that. there's some upcoming things other than that that we're looking forward to. But
subscribe.
Definitely looking forward to continuing doing this with y'all.
Follow, subscribe. That's an episode. So, Pukanuka.
Pukanuka.